So this might be a hot take riding off the summer sale, but I've never felt that Steam has been good at recommending you the games you actually want to play. Hey, do you want to buy this early access survival crafting game you refunded 10 years ago? Come on, you're gonna love it. I mean, look, it's cheap. No.
Are you sure?
And I want to fix that. You see, Steam is great at letting me know about sales on games that I told it I liked. I can't lie, it definitely gets me caught up in girl math sometimes, because I mean, look at these deals. And with $19 billion worth of sold games sitting unplayed across Steam, no one can deny that the store is good at what it's made to do. It's selling games. And while yes, this might be an indication of how blindly consumerist we've all become in the capitalist hellhole that we willingly contribute to, but at the same time, when I've been recommended 7 Days to Die for the past 10 years, I think there's a problem here. I've refunded this game, hit ignore, and only played a handful of survival crafting games over 10 hours. Why is this here? Steam, please, take the hint.
But it's on sale.
So what's wrong with Steam's recommendations? Well, let's look at where Steam recommends games, which first is the pop-up, which is just new and popular games. Second, you have the homepage, which is, as you can see, just new and popular games. And then third, you have the discovery queue, which is, surprise, new and popular games. But hey, you can find a Steam curator who likes the same types of games you do, and they also just suggest new and popular games. I'm sensing a pattern. Then you have the because you played blank tab, where I have 6 hours in this game. The last time I played it was 2017. And I own this one. Oh, these are new and popular. In fact, in the entire Steam storefront, there's only a small strip that exclusively recommends you games, and somehow, I swear to God, this isn't a self-report, it keeps recommending me visual novels, text-based games, early access survival crafting games, and Furry Feet 2. Do you know what my most played game is? Not Furry Feet 1! And with 14,000 games uploaded to Steam every year, I understand how monumental of a task this seems to be. I mean, recommending all of these games sounds like a nightmare. Yet, despite that, in 2014, Steam tried to fix this exact issue when it created the tag system. Suddenly, games can be organized based on keywords like open world, RPG, puzzle, visual novel, World War II, survival crafting, get out of here, and about anything else you can think of, and in theory, it's a pretty good idea. Developers can set their tags, putting their game into a genre, and hopefully, make it easier to find. Farming sims go with farming sims, RPGs go with RPGs, roguelites go with Yeah, it turns out that when you let the internet not only vote on tags for a game, but then also recommend people those games based on the tags and popularity they have, you get insanity. I don't think I need to explain the Gooner flashbang that is half the Steam store at this point, because while Steam's gonna stop to ask for my ID to open up Call of Duty, it has no issue showing me or anybody else what the insides of Hatsune Miku look like right on the homepage. Because mature games are just all the same, right? When a system like this is so easily abused, you get things like Toy Story 3 being marked as a Souls-like in a World War I game. Tell Bo Peep I love her, Buzz. I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's no wonder that with a sorting system like this, Steam can't possibly recommend me anything. I mean, where are the games with great PvP, awesome communities, surprisingly fun gameplay, and I don't know, a famous, somewhat sad blue-haired YouTuber to play as? When Raid came to me to complete the prophecy of video SAS turned mobile game billboard, I was obviously a bit skeptical. So, like the professional gamer I am, I decided to dive in headfirst to the game and actually give it a fair shot before saying yes, and honestly, it's pretty good. At this point, I'll play any game that lets me be Sun Wukong and, you know, game lets you play at your own pace, enjoying it how you want to play it, and surprisingly, ended up taking a lot of time out of writing this script. I genuinely think I might have a problem. It doesn't matter if you're a new player or an OG and just stop playing the game, anyone can get the Ninja Pack for free. For new players, use the code Ninja Returns when you're signing up. And old players, well, the kit's in the shop for free. I'm already on level 15, and if you use the code here, or here, you not only get to join my clan and we can together in the sunset, semi-aquatic homies, join up, but you'll also start with Epic Champion Anax plus Ninja, and when you reach level 15, you'll get a starter pack that includes another epic character, Fane. And I just simply love starting with an unfair advantage. They also wanted me to let you guys know that they're holding a giveaway with prizes like a drone, VR headsets, and Amazon gift cards worth up to $2,000. All you have to do is hit this URL, enter your raid ID, upload a video of yourself playing the game with the hashtag #WeFinallyPlayedIt, and well, you're entered to win some pretty cool stuff. So, download Raid Shadow Legends today. It isn't just a meme. Try it out. I'm having fun with it. And get a chance to win some free stuff you didn't even know existed. Like this game recommender that Steam has completely abandoned. Yeah. I didn't know this existed either. You see, buried deep on the Steam website exists this, the Steam Game Recommender, which, hilariously, is the key to fixing our problem. The tool is simple and straightforward. It looks at the games you've played, when you played them, and then lets you search for other games based on their popularity and how old they are. Now, it's important to mention that this tool isn't perfect. I mean, thanks to the tag system, is still a hentai minefield, but I can't understand why such a great tool like this has been hidden away. If the goal is to sell games, it doesn't make sense to have a tool like this along with, I don't know, some of the games it might recommend me front and center instead of, you know, him.
Did you change your mind?
No! Put it simply, Steam's system for recommending games is whack. And I think it's fair to say we've got a fixer-upper on our hands, so where do we start? May I present to you Brad's awesome recommendation formula, also known as BARF. To fix this issue, what we really need to do is fix the two things causing it, which is 1, how Steam recommends its games, and 2, where it recommends them. So first up to fix is how Steam recommends its games. As I said, the tag system by itself as an idea is not bad, but the fact that it can be so easily exploited is a bit of an issue despite some of the great memes. So I propose a simple fix. Developer tags stay the same. They stay front and center, easily sortable, and from the existing list. But right below them go the community tags, which are tied to recent reviews. As meme-worthy as they are, it's important Steam maintains the community vibe that it has, and the community tags stay along with them, just not interfering with how the games are sorted. You can even tie this in with user reviews, allowing people to share the elements they think a game has. Like sure, the dev might say it's an RPG, but come on, it's an interactive movie. You can even pull tags from common keywords in reviews, like, here's what Overwatch 2 would look like. It's the perfect game. Second, like the Steam Game Recommender, recommendations need to not only look at the games you own, but how long you play them. There's no reason I should be getting recommended any sort of furry game when my friend sends me one as a gift. This is torture. And to add to that, if I ignore a game that's being recommended on the front page, in a list, or wherever featured section that it's being shown, stop recommending it to me after like 3 or 4 times. There is no reason for this harassment, and I can already hear the comment from the Redditor, oh, but Steam does that because it doesn't track your data like other bad companies. Steam's the greatest. That's not true. Sure, Valve doesn't sell your data to other companies. Oh, but they have it. Trust me, they have it. You signed off on it. This recommender wouldn't even work without it. And if they're gonna have it, might as well use it to make the product better instead of, recommending the same thing for years. How about instead of Steam's recommendations just shoving sales, Gooner bait, and new/popular games in our faces, we combine some tools they already have at their disposal and make some banger recommendations. First, I'm gonna say something crazy. The homepage needs a slight redesign. I know, it's iconic. It's changed before, it could change again, and this isn't even gonna be that drastic. First, featured and recommended is just gonna be recommended. Valve says they don't take paid sponsorships in the store? Well, okay, then let's just give people what they want. And of course, there needs to be a place for top sellered and featured games. So right below it, we'll just get rid of the discovery queue and put those there, because I know for a fact none of you have ever bought a game with this. It's garbage. And from there, I think it's really just simplify. And look, I'm not a design guy. Juxtaposed has done a great video on what the Steam store should look like visually, like actually showing the ratio of positive and negative reviews is unironically a no-brainer, so just retweet most of those changes to the store, especially showing when deals end at a glance, and this bar. We need this entire layout, please. And with that shameless plug of another YouTuber, we're already looking pretty good. The storefront looks impeccable. That's French for impeccable. And one more thing, lock away the porn games. Yes, you can disable adult content, but the system isn't close to enough because 1, the games are still just right there on the homepage, and 2, most of these devs just don't mark the game as adult, only for you to click on what might be an anime puzzle game, and suddenly, Coochie Gang is out in full force. The current system is a leaking dam that relies on the user to be careful when shopping or have to open the store page and hit ignore, which, as we've seen, doesn't work. Look, it's fine that these games are on the site, but they shouldn't be on the user to avoid, but for the user to pursue. Keep it away in its own spot. Call it Steam After Dark, and if they sneak out, bonk, no selly games on Steam. And take him with you. Huh? Now that we've updated the tag system, tweaked the recommender, and begun clearing the goon minefield, Steam's recommendation system is already looking a lot better, but those recommendations mean nothing if you can't find them. Which brings me to the community tab, which we are giving a complete overhaul. All right, before you gambling addicts get crazy, it's not a complete overhaul. Marketplace, workshop, guides. Those are all gonna stay the same because they work and promote games. And I know what you're thinking, Brad, the store tab and the community tab are 2 different things. What does this have to do with recommendations? Well, I have to ask you, where do you find your games? In the wake of storefronts really just not recommending you games at all, what has taken the place but YouTube and other forms of social media? Back in the OG days, the community tab was just that. Communities for games like CSGO, TF2, and so many other classic games were built and spread off the back of their community on Steam. And really, if you think about it, there are fossils everywhere of Steam trying to be a social platform. Post, profiles, community groups, messaging, Steam calls. Who uses Steam calls?
What? uses this?
As it stands right now, the Steam community tab is like the YouTube comments section, but worse. If you ever wanted the experience of staring into the void of humanity, go to the community hub for Avowed. I'm not kidding. In fact, it feels like with every game, old posts really don't get filtered out, and then when you add in the fact that something that's divisive has engagement, so it stays at the top, and suddenly every game has a stinking turd on its front lawn. It's no wonder that every other game developer would rather have their own Reddit or Discord than, well, have to deal with Steam's dookie dog slop. And spoilers, and slight bragging, I'm in the playtest for Valve's new game, and even they don't use the community tab. They have a forum and a Discord. Even Valve employees think it sucks. Please don't revoke my access, I'm sorry. But what if we brought this fossil back to life? What if the community tab wasn't just a place you could make a friend, or multiple friends, or learn how to play a game, or I don't know, engage with its community, but also find the next banger game? Imagine if the community tab was one central feed instead of 8 redundant ones. A place where you could sort posts by new, owned games, and popular posts. Give developers tools to get feedback, release news, and get players connected. Imagine if when you shift tab, there was an LFT button that could help you find other gamers looking to queue up. And with more modern moderating tools to help filter out the filth posts that are just everywhere on community tabs, you could actually make this section of Steam worth engaging with. These changes not only bring the culture back to Steam, but could provide a new place to see clips from games you've never seen before, discussion on game recommendations, workshop items, or I don't know, community discussion, all one tap away from the storefront. And it's with these two redesigned tabs working together that I think Steam's in a position to make a play here. Recommendations need to be better, and the tools for fixing them are right there in front of Steam, so please stop recommending me Furry Feet 2. Anyways, subscribe, vote on the next video poll. Thank you so much, Raid. Guys, please check out the app, use code Ninja Returns, and come on, you can play video games with me. Isn't that fun?